Hi, and welcome once again for more Explore Tulsa. The Roaring Twenties, as they call them, brought plenty of charm to Oklahoma.
Including the Coleman Theatre in Miami. The Vaudeville Theater and Movie Palace was a dream of local mining magnate George L. Coleman Sr.
And in just 360 days, Mr. Coleman built this magnificent structure with the hopes to bring some of the finest entertainers to Oklahoma.
And draw thousands to his fair city in Miami.
What do you do with all that money? Well, you live life to the fullest. And that's kind of what Mr. Coleman and his wife did. He married a young lady who was 30 years younger than he was, and they traveled a lot. Spent a lot of time in Florida area, California. They traveled the world. They loved to go to shows. They traveled to all the major cities in the country and throughout Europe to see great entertainment. And as he got a little bit older, he got the idea that he wanted to build a theater here in his hometown, not his hometown, but where he was living, because he thought that would be a good thing to do. He put out a lot of feelers, talked to a lot of people in the entertainment industry, and to a man, they almost all told him the same thing: don't do it. Now, we actually have copies of letters in our history room that verify that. Don't do it, it'll be a money pit, you'll never get your money back, it's just not worth it. But Mr. Coleman was pretty headstrong, and so he went about and made the decision that he was going to build a theater. If you're going to build a theater, you're going to have something very important, right? You're going to need entertainment. And so to get that entertainment, Mr. Coleman, who was spending a lot of time in California, had made a lot of contacts. Most people don't realize Mr. Coleman was an early investor in Hollywood. So he asked around about, who do I talk to get entertainment at my theater? And he was told that since you have the money and you can afford it, you want the best.
We had a lot of great people that performed on this stage that were in the vaudeville time period. A lot of them are not verified because there really aren't very good records of who was here, because a lot of times it would say so-and-so's vaudeville troupe was here, but it didn't list who was in the troupe. But there are people that we can verify. For instance, we know Will Rogers was here more than one occasion, and also we are positive that Sally Rand was here. I don't know if people are familiar with her. She's quite an interesting person. She was I'd say America's first and favorite exotic fan dancer. She would dance with fans in kind of provocative ways, and she was very popular. Both times she was here, sold out crowd. So we can verify that. We also know that Blackstone, the magician, was here. You may not be familiar with him, but he was Harry Houdini's protege. He was here. Now, Bing Crosby was a family friend of the Colemans. Even to this day, generations later, the Colemans and the Crosbys are very close friends. He was here, but never in a public capacity. We don't see anywhere where he, come and see Bing Crosby. But we have heard tell that he would come here sometimes with the Colemans and maybe some of their friends, and he would sing a few tunes on piano. And of course he would. Who wouldn't want Bing to come at least sing every once in a while when he's here?
We're typically a live venue. We do some movies, but when we do a movie, it is usually a classic movie or with a special purpose. Other than we do show movies, and for special nights when maybe a group books the theater and comes in and has a dinner here, and then they enjoy a movie. And but for open to the public, we do 3 times a year. We bring in a world famous organist. Dennis James is our house organist, and he plays all over the entire world. And 3 times a year we bring him in and do a silent film Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. And those are great events because the organ was built for this theater to accompany probably some of the very same movies that we're showing. So that's a great movie event. We have live events most of the time. Our audience seems to respond well to things like Bob Wills' Texas Playboys. That's one of our biggest shows that we have. Riders in the Sky, but we also have a many variety of things. We try to bring in something for everyone.